Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flavor of the Week, brought to you by Banditos, fresh, made daily. In Flavor of the Week, Kyle sits down with one of our local priests over 4 different episodes to sample variations of a favorite food or drink while they discuss the ins and outs of life as a priest.
This is Kyle Hyman. I am here with Father Cyril Fernandes for Flavor of the Week, Part 2. Thank you for having me here, Father
Thank
Cyril.
you. It's really fun. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, you made all of this food for me, and I'm so excited about it. A curry, a pork.
Pickles?
Is it
Pork curry,
Pork
yes.
curry.
Yes.
Some green beans, some rice.
Yep.
Rice is still boiling here,
yes.
so we're going to wait on that. But last time we talked about kind of growing up in India and entering seminary and then starting up schools and things. How did you end up coming to the United States? Was that always part of the idea whenever you went to seminary? You thought, I want to be a missionary priest?
No.
Or?
That is not the thing that when you go to the seminary, because no one expected me. My seminary professors always said to me that, oh, you'll be somewhere in a parish. You won't be going abroad, because, when we were learning Latin, they told me, you better go and take some rest, because you won't be going. This is meant for those becoming bishops and all those. They need this Latin language.
Okay.
So they didn't expect me to, go abroad. So it so happened that when I was a principal of a school, and when I started those 4 schools, as I said to you earlier,
Right.
I became a diabetic. Then my bishop called me once and said, you need some rest. Take some rest. You go anywhere you want in India, and when he told me only in India, not abroad. So anywhere you go,
Like a week or
no, just
month
a
or
year. Yes.
Okay.
So he expected me to do my studies. I had already my 2 masters in English as well as in sociology. I had 2 masters.
Okay.
And I said, I need to do 3rd masters. What will I do? I will be idle. So I wanted to go to Delhi, New Delhi, and stay there and from the university. So in the meantime, I had a friend here in this diocese, Father Cyril Fernandes. Right now he's retired and he's gone back to India. He was at Monroeville.
Okay.
As a pastor last May, he went back. So he's a good friend of mine. He had known me for a long time. So I met him in India. He said, I told him, my bishops gave me a year. I don't know what to do. He said, come to America. I said, I don't think they will understand my language because English and all. He says, no, you just come over, he said. So he told me, write a letter to Bishop Darcy. And I wrote a letter, and within a month, I received a reply from Bishop Darcy, come immediately, we need you.
Okay.
So I just completed my building. I used to build a church and a shrine, which was a founder. 8 families were in my diocese. That whole state, the first Catholics, they were baptized by Belgian missionaries long ago. So I built a big shrine and some convents, because the schools where I started, the sisters, I got group of sisters to run those. And the last...
you did this before your break?
Just
or
no. Before,
on your break?
No, before I left India. So I didn't take a break. Break was here.
Yeah.
So coming here.
Okay.
So Bishop said, okay. Then I told Bishop, didn't know where I was going. He said, no, I know wherever you go, you will be okay. So I came here and
so your bishop said
in India.
It's okay to come
to
Indiana.
Yes. So I told him all this. My friend was, okay, no problem, you go. So I
Did he
came.
think it was just going to be for a year, though?
Yes, it was supposed to be a year. Yes, Okay. Then, of course, Bishop Darcy, he said, 1 year, 2 year, it went on. Now 19 years completed, and 20th I started, 20th year. So, so I always said to my bishop, bishops just sometimes miss those numbers, there's one. So, but bishop is very good in India. So he said, and I had always told him that I'll send my salary to the Diocese of Jamshedpur, not all of it, but, part of my salary, because whatever I am today is, because of my diocese in India. So they educated me, and so then I came to Fort Wayne. I was 5 days in the cathedral with Monsignor Schulte, and then I was asked to go to Arcola, St. Patrick's Church, because there was no priest. Father Matt Kafka was there, so he had to leave for medical or something, I don't know what.
Okay.
But Bishop Darcy said, you go to Arcola, so I went there. I was there for 9 years.
And you'd only been in the United States for a month?
5 days.
5 days.
Yes. That was another good thing, Monsignor Schulte and Father Paul left me there. That rectory was an old one, and then old one, it was making noise. I was so scared that first night. I couldn't sleep.
In Arcola?
Arcola, because those old, 100 years old rectory, the windows were, kind of very iron metal things, night makes noise like that someone is coming.
Okay.
Of course, now it's all destroyed and they have a new nice building. So rectory was built during my time.
Okay.
And of course, parish hall and all those things were built there. So after 9 years, then asked me to go to St. John the Baptist. I was there for 4 years and then I came here.
And now you're at
St. Patrick's. Two parishes.
Yeah.
Yes. St. Patrick's and St. Hedwig's. One is a Polish, other one is Irish.
So most of us have not been to India.
Yes.
How would you describe the differences between India culturally as well as the Catholicism and the way it's practiced? Or let's start with priests. Are there more priests in India?
In India, we have priests. My hometown is called a mini Rome.
Okay.
Because, if there are 10 houses, there will be 7 priests or 8 priests, average of, yes.
Okay.
Because, a lot of priests, and I can tell you because, I brought 1 or 2 priests, I won't tell you the names, because there is no job for them, They are more surplus priests. Now, occasions are less, but still they have more priests, So in the diocese of Mangalore, we call it, in the diocese, that's my hometown. Because very religious families and all, prayer-wise, faith is they take very seriously. And that's the reason in my family, we have 4 priests, my uncles. My uncle is a priest, my cousin is a priest. Another cousin of mine is doing his PhD at Fordham University in,
New York?
New York, yes. So we have a lot of priests and nuns, so many. My, 7, cousins and aunties and all are nuns, So a lot of religious life is in India is very strong in South India. Because, and education-wise, education came first in South India by British and Portuguese, all those. And so there are a lot of educational institutions and run mainly by the priest and the nuns.
Okay.
So religion is taken very seriously from the childhood. So then, of course, the same people, I became a missionary to North India. North India, there are not many missionaries. Only the South India priests and nuns are working in North India.
Okay.
So that's the reason we opened many schools and all from there itself. But for us, we had a lot of Italian in Mangalore diocese, Italian priests who came.
Really?
Yes.
As missionary priests?
As missionaries. So, and they opened the schools first.
Why
Every
is that?
parish.
Why would there be more vocations in southern India than northern India?
Because schools, every parish has a school. And the priest and the nuns teach.
Okay.
And I still
so they're surrounded by it.
Yes, surrounded. And then, of course, that atmosphere is there. And then, priest is very serious. He wants to, if you don't show up in one Sunday mass, priest will ask you what happened to you. And your parents are called and asking, I remember still one Sunday in my whole life. And Sunday we have catechism classes. And the attendance is taken. And I was not there. I was very sick. My father still said, you should go. But I couldn't even stand. And then the priest asked me next Monday when I went to school, he called me special. He said, what happened? I said, I was sick. He was very nice. He understanding. He said, okay, make sure that you come, all those things for the mass as well as the catechism. So they take the faith seriously. And that is inculcated into the students, that in the families. And the parents also take very seriously the faith. Attending the mass, catechism classes at home. I still remember even now my family says prayer in the evening, 7:30 when the church bell rings. All have to sit down together and all the rosary goes on. My father, prays for all over the world. Living, dead, that present, not present. It goes pretty long.
Yeah.
So, but it is a good thing, I think. It's a good thing. Prayer in the family is every day, no matter what it is. Sometimes, I travel and I get so tired. I tell my dad, Dad, today short prayer. He says, did you eat noon today less food? So, same way, he says. He will not stop.
Yeah.
Even now, my dad is 94 years old. He leads the rosary and the prayer in the evening. Every day.
Yeah.
Besides all other prayers,
Right.
So that is the family background that I came up. So, and the difference.
And is that normal?
It is very normal. Every family, not only my family, every family.
Because I wouldn't say that's normal here in the
in
United
South
States.
India, what I'm saying is in Mangalore,
Yeah.
my hometown,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
But North India also, people are very serious about Father Glenn Corman from Holy
Yeah.
Family can tell you. People sing in the church. People are serious. People walk for 5-10 miles to come for the mass. All that. I mean, people are very, faith-wise, people are very strong, I can say.
So Father Glenn went back to India
India
you.
with me, yes.
Has anybody else gone back with you?
Yes,
In your 20 years here in the
several
diocese?
years. Yeah, several people from Fort Wayne. With some people, lay people, not the priest, but lay people. Every
Yeah.
year they have come, except 3-4 times. I had some weddings and all those things.
And what do they do whenever they come
They
with you?
come, we visit all over India, different places. I ask my friend priest to arrange the trips. They arrange, and then we go to different places all over India, North India, South India, including Father Glenn, put on Indian, dress and in a wedding and all. So yeah, he looked nice with that. I told him.
Wait,
So,
what was it?
That's called lungi, we call it. There is no zip or anything. It's a kind of a piece of clothes. So
Okay.
you just wrap yourself
Yeah.
and put on a shirt and put on a shoulder a white cloth. It's a typical dress of Mangalore that were for the weddings and all. So,
Okay.
like here
Not
we
for,
put on
not
the
for
suit.
day-to-day dress, but for the wedding, for special
Otherwise, also
occasions.
they have, but that a little new one, for it's like a new suit, like here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And so the priest wears that too?
No, I mean the party. During the mass,
okay.
it's the same dress.
Okay.
But during the party, kind of in the crowds and all. So
Yeah.
a white man with the Indian dress, so you can
Yeah.
say. So Father Glenn liked it. I have a couple of pictures.
Did everybody
of,
want to get their picture taken with him?
yeah. Everyone was taking pictures
the
with
white-
him.
the white guy and
White
the-
guy, yeah.
the Indian
And there
clothes.
was a lady from St. Patrick's. Her name is Marsha Solves. She came with me too. She's an eye doctor, so
Okay.
she came with me. So we had a great time. We went to Taj Mahal. We went to all over my diocese. We met many priests who are working as lawyers, as social workers, building the houses for the poor, Catholic charities work and all. So they visited many places. Then, of course, South India, my hometown. We had a wedding and also they came to South India.
And so you go back like once a year?
Once a year in the month of January, I go.
Okay.
Because not many weddings or anything, and
Right.
not much work, and avoiding little winter, so that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, what's the weather when you go to India in
it will
January?
be always 70 to 80 degrees.
Okay.
Not very cold, not very warm. So it's very pleasant
In January.
in the month of January, yes. 60 to 70 degrees of like here.
What's the rest of the year like?
Rest of the year, summertime, it goes to around 110, 120.
And this is your hometown because I mean
all
very-
over North India will be little different, very
Yeah.
hot in North India.
All right. Well, another fascinating conversation, and our rice is still boiling, so we haven't.
Should be boiling now.
The anticipation is building as the flavors are mounting up. We got so many different things to try. All these pickles, all of the that coconut stuff, and
Chutney.
coconut chutney.
Yes.
Yeah, the pork curry. I'm excited about it. So we will try some more flavors and have some more conversation with Father Cyril Fernandes as he's pouring out the water from the that's the rice. Straining the rice, that's what we call it. Okay. All right, so that'll be coming up here on Flavor of the Week Part 3 right here on Redeemer Radio.